Hey there friends, so you got an interview coming up and you're pretty nervous about it. What can you do? So here are my 4 tips to help you calm down. The first one is being nervous about an interview is perfectly okay. It's normal. In fact, being nervous in an interview will not really reflect negatively on you. What does or potentially can reflect negatively on you is if you're overly confident or cocky, or if you come across that way. That has a tendency to turn people off. But if you're nervous, I think this is fine. So I can tell you right there, this is very likely not going to be the thing that holds you back. So you can relax. The second point, maybe it also helps to think about the interview not in terms of this interview, but in terms of meeting to determine mutual fit. Such an interview is in fact as much for you as it is also for the potential future employer. What it really typically is not is a test. So if you have test anxiety, this is not usually a test. This is also a mistake I made basically during my first interview. I thought, oh my gosh, they're gonna ask me what I said on page 375 of my so-and-so paper. But in fact, it's not like that. By the time you are invited for an interview, the employer, potential employer, has already made the determination that you're in principle, a fit for this position, so you're suitably qualified. So it's more about getting to know you and see if you would be a good fit. So I think if I had known that ahead of time, in my case, I think I would have been a lot less nervous. The third thing is come prepared. Nothing like calming the nerves than going into one of these conversations knowing that you have done your homework, because you'd be surprised how many people do not. This means reading up on the host lab, maybe looking at some of their recent publications, getting familiar with the project that you're supposed to be employed on, or whatever the situation is, your fellowship situation, just coming prepared. So if you're going to be well prepared, you're fine. Now, if you have a tendency to forget things in the heat of the moment, for example, when you do get nervous during the interview, just make sure you take some notes so you can quickly refer to the notes and some of the details of the position or some of the questions that you want to ask in the end, for example. Knowing that you are as prepared as you can be will help you calm down. Well, and the fourth point is maybe you should realize that very often the people interviewing you are just going to be as nervous, speaking from experience, because when I interview somebody, I'm also anxious to make sure that I determine if they're going to be a good fit for this particular position, if they have the right skills, and if they would be a good fit for the team. And this is going to be the same always. The employer also is under quite a bit of pressure to identify a suitable candidate. So such an interview is not really a normal conversation. And I think most people don't really fully enjoy it because so much rides on it. So it's awkward and odd basically for everybody involved, not just you, also for the other side. So you're definitely not alone in thinking that this is an awkward situation. Having said that, some of these can be enjoyable, and some of them have evolved into sort of fun conversations. But often they remain slightly awkward because of the pressures on both sides. And I think knowing that may take some of the edge off for you as well. One additional point, if this is going to be online, make sure you test your equipment, like your headset, and also make sure your internet connection is stable. And also make sure that you have familiarized yourself with the particular video app that's going to be used, WebEx, Zoom, or Teams, or whatever, so you don't have any ugly surprises there. And with that, I hope you're going to be slightly less freaked out about your upcoming interview. Good luck with that. And if you have any comments, please let me know. See you, bye.